Ah, so look at that, there is actually people winter camping, there's people as daft as me. Okay, so we've come out of Moffat and took the B7076, which runs alongside the 74. So rather than taking the motorway, you're running alongside it and it's taking you to the same place anyway. So just a little bit more scenic, because I fucking hate the motorway as much as probably you guys do. So at least being on this side, you've got a little bit of a view and it's a lot better road to ride. So the idea is now just to go to Wanlockhead, down the Mennock Pass, down at Dumfries, and then that's me south then. And I wouldn't mind. It is actually brightening up a little bit, it's a bit drier, but if I camp tonight, I've got a whole journey back in rain tomorrow, looking at the way it's going across the country. So like I said, I'd rather get home later today in the dry. Otherwise I'll be putting a wet tent away a second time. Enjoying a little bit of southern Scotland. Maybe not as dramatic as the Highlands, as you know, but for a quick getaway weekend you cannot beat it, or you canny beat it. Okay, quick stop to put on my, well, like I say, put on my heater gloves. I had them on before, but I didn't have the batteries plugged in. If you leave the batteries plugged in for any length of time, even when they're off, when it's cold, they can discharge a bit, so I tend to leave them out. So when I put them on earlier, I forgot, and it's just gone a bit nippy. I went to switch them on, I thought, oh no, they're not plugged in. So I'm all plugged in, warming up. We've just gone through Abington, and then we're heading through Lead Hills, which is the gold mining place in Scotland. But the gold mining museum's closed, I think, or the lead mining museum with the gold panning. Unfortunately, and then down to Mennock Pass. It's a weird part of Scotland. It starts to roll, you know, you start getting the rolling hills rather than, you know, the jagged Highland scenery. So it's a lot softer around here, but brilliant roads to ride. All little mining cottages, tiny houses. And you more or less got the roads all to yourself. But the odd passing car, but can't believe off the main roads there is absolutely zero traffic. Right, Lead Hills, 3 miles, and Crawford John. A little bit of snow on the top of that hill there, so there's still a little bit around here of winter precipitation. A lot of plantation going on here as well, which, you know, to me, it needs it. Put a little bit of greenery back round here. It's a little bit bare, isn't it? The landscape would change so much if it was all coniferous forest along here, wouldn't it? Then you've got evidence of all the mining that goes on around here. So I'm guessing you could probably try your luck with a gold pan along this stretch in these little feeder streams down here, I suppose. Okay, so this is Lead Hills. The old mining village. It's a little bit bleak, to be honest with you, but it's got a lot of history, so I suppose you can appreciate it for that. You wouldn't be coming here for a holiday. but to pass through, it's worth it. I mean, were people midgets back in the day? Because these are tiny, tiny houses, aren't they? So just before we enter Scotland's highest village, we've got some snow here, so we're on the snow line. So for, you know, people always think, how can it be Scotland's highest village? It's in Scottish borders, you know, you've got the Highlands and everything. Yeah, but in the Highlands, everywhere's down in the valleys or in the glens. But Wanlockhead was built on top of the hill. Can't remember, we'll see in a bit because it'll say how much above sea level. But we're definitely just on the snow line now, and temperatures at 40 degrees. Well, this is all from the mining. All these ditches you see. Wanlockhead in the snow. 1,531 feet above sea level. So just while it's quiet, we'll get a cheeky picture, I think, folks. And again, with Wanlockhead, it's nothing special to look at in the town itself. It's just one of those famous places for what it is. But again, well worth passing through because you get to the Mennock Pass this way, and that is well worth the ride. I wonder why I wasn't getting warm. It had switched down to number 1. I was thinking, my hands are nice and toasty, the temperature's dropping, but I'm feeling a chill. Number bloody 1. So the problem with these heated gear is they're supposed to be intelligent and remember the last setting, but sometimes, Jesus, they've got a mind of their own. So there we go, Wanlockhead. What I should do is put an ALCHEMOTO sticker on there, but it's that wet, it's not going to stay on, so, and the locals will get pissed off with me, so we'll pass on that. So the lead mining museum, half a mile, but apparently it's closed at the moment. But they've certainly had some snow here, if you look. That's old snow, so it's been down a while. Looks like the new houses up there as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, gorgeous scenery around here, but it's, correct me if I'm wrong if you do live in Wanlockhead and you're watching this, but it isn't the most exciting. But nonetheless, it brings us onto the next stunning road. So originally my plan was to actually do where I camped last night and then follow down here down to Loch Doon or Loch Ken, and then if I didn't find anywhere, and I would have probably been able to camp by Loch Doon. It's there's some places down at the end or down by the castle. It's nothing special, but I know at a pinch I would have been able to get down there. What a stunning piece of road this is, though. If you're ever down this end, like I said, it's just worth doing that. The Lead Hills, Wanlockhead, Mennock Pass into Dumfries and Galloway, and then you've got a total range of places to explore. There was some Neolithic burial sites and things that I was hoping to try and do this weekend, but I'm just losing time and I'm not going to be able to fit it all in. And the weather's just really, you struggle to get the recording, the videoing done, all the filming done when it's like this. It's all the camera equipment trying to stop, get your microphones out. It's an absolute pain when the weather's blowing everywhere. But it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. In the meantime, we'll just enjoy some of this stunning road. Bloody pothole in the middle of the road then, on the corner. Ah, so look at that, there is actually people winter camping. There's people as daft as me. I mean, it is a stunning place to camp. If you look with the hills, loads of flat spots. Just perfect for camping, isn't it? Loads of little fire pits that people have already left. There's a little spot on top of there that always gets me. If you can get your bike on top of there, perfect. But look at this for camping. Lush grass. Can't think of anywhere better. It's almost as if the ground's been cared for like a campsite. Some people will make a mess of it, but just stunning. Look at that. Someone's left a bag of rubbish. Naughty bastards. But yeah, it's a brilliant place. We can imagine spring and summer. I bet it's crawling. I wasn't sure whether I'd be able to do Mennock Pass. Some more rubbish left there. Come on, folks. Take your fucking rubbish home. Spoiling it for the rest. There's two places now at Megget Reservoir, St Mary's Lock, that we've lost for camping due to dickheads making a mess and not taking your lit home. If you want the whole of Scotland to be like the rest of England and Wales, it'll soon be like that if you carry on. It's unacceptable. Shit on the road. You have to have in the back of your mind, just put yourself in that pull me out of shit gear before you get into situations sometimes. Okay, so we're on the A76 now, heading to Dumfries. This looks a nice little place. Let's just have a look at this. So if you're ever on this road, just by the river here, look at this. You've got a little toilet block down by the river. least they're supplying bins as well, so you can take your shit home. How nice is that? Well, I think, folks, because we're heading into Dumfries, there's not really a lot. I'm going to stay on the A roads now till I get home, so I think we'll probably call this a day. We'll see what's further up the road. 3 hours 13 minutes for me to get home. It's not so bad, that. With a bit of luck, I might even get home in daylight. Oh dear, right. Have I switched my off switch back off on? Well, we'll have a look in a minute. I think I've got a sensitive control module still on there, and I just nudged it with my glove and I only have to move it a few mil and I think it switched it off. So I'm going to have to look out for that. I did repair that, as you know, but it has, with all the water down it, I've had a couple of slight issues with it. Not stopped me moving or starting it, but I think what happened then is as I come out of there, I just hit it with my glove. I've no errors on the screen anyway, so we're all good, but when I come out of Moffat earlier, I was talking to a guy over the bike and I went to switch it on, so I was just going to show him the dash while I was talking, and it didn't switch on, and I thought, oh, here we go. And I just pulled the fuse and did a main reset, and then everything was okay for a bit. But I mean, all the wind and snow and sleet and rain last night, everything was soaking wet, so I put it down to that. I mean, these things should bloody be alright for that, but it's not a bad road, this. Quite fresh to tarmac as well. I don't ever remember doing this road, the A76, from where I've just come from. In fact, definitely haven't. So from Dumfries I'll always come back the other way back to Carlisle. You know, I've just thought, I've not seen another biker all day. I'm quite impressed actually. It's pretty scenic, this, following the river. I was about to say, well, by the time I get to Dumfries and back, there's going to be not much more to see, but I think we've got a few more clips before I end this vlog. Well, you wouldn't believe, would you, that we're near the end of the vlog and the sun's shining on the fields over there and the sun is right behind me now. How bloody typical's that? Grey skies, snow, rain and wind, and the minute I'm about to leave Scotland and head home, the fucking sun comes out. Typical. Even though we are getting into the afternoon now as well, so 2.5 hours before I get home, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be dark by then. The Gretna service area, so we're at Gretna Green. But I already got married at Gretna Green with the good lady, that's why we got married. In the old chapel at Gretna, or the old blacksmith's anvil place. We're not going to cut through there, I'm going to double back, hit the motorway and get my ass south. So really appreciate you guys watching. I know it's been thrown together this weekend because of the weather, it's been hard to keep my mojo, but at least we got something out of it in the end. I thoroughly enjoyed myself and it looks like I will be getting that dry ride home. So from the little winter weekender, Remember, if this is your first time watching ALCHEMOTO, please do hit that subscribe button, please like, share and comment if you dare. But while I get my ass home, I'll be seeing you later, guys. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time. ALCHEMOTO signing out.